Truth Low Manga. Yeah, I see Sasuke eventually falling down Madara's path just by meeting the real Madara, Uchiha. But Orochimaru was always ready with a trump. Every turn of your theory, Rampage, is very plausible. How will everyone, especially Naruto, react? Well, not only the first, third are back through, right? But the arrival of the fourth, Sasuke Orochimaru, on the same side will flip everyone on their heads with ecstatic confusion. Minato's gift, we are all aware of the fox's other half. With it, if the fox flips on Naruto. That is interesting. How does that affect... How does the spirit, right, the yin of the Nine Tails coming back into the Nine Tails, how does that mentally... So he has the physical form, but what if the spirit comes... I like that. That could be a possibility. All this work with the Nine Tails, could be gone. We could be back in another problem. Interesting. And that would actually go in Madara's favor. What if Madara actually, that's the thing that, pulls... Because he's definitely, Madara's got a heck of a lot of experience with the Nine Tails. That is interesting. Yes, indeed, it is. I like that. Thanks for you're really making me think. I really appreciate the comment. Okay, and I don't think I mentioned this, but this is part 3. I think I mentioned it, but whatever. Okay, Moshidama Sensei. Again, it shouldn't have taken Hashirama to tell Sasuke what happened in the past for him to make up his mind. But as far as the Orochimaru is concerned, I don't trust him. And most of all, leopards don't change their spots. But Carrick gets the donkey of the day. I don't understand how you can forgive him so quick. The whole thing with Karen and Sasuke. This guy tried to kill her. It was so cool. The second knew Karen was an Uzumaki by her chakra. It's going to be really weird to see what happens on the battlefield next week. Great review. Appreciate it as always. Great. Really do appreciate the comments. The Karen thing, a lot of people have tripped out this week. You know, it's funny. That's another thing, too. We've been beating up on Tobirama, but for good reason. Okay? We just haven't been beating up enough on other characters. That was my main point. But now Karen seems to have taken she's like a lightning rod this week. Everybody's like, what Rihanna? A lot of people have said the Rihanna thing and everything. So good grief. Yeah, she's just kind of crazy that. Anyway, appreciate the comments. Really do. Reacted 1991. You're right. Prediction-wise, nothing has changed. What I'm wondering is next week, are we going back to Naruto or the battlefield, or are we staying with Sasuke and friends? How can they not go back? Well, this group is going to the battlefield, so I do see that there are. We could, maybe Kabuto's doing something on the side we could go to. There's a lot of potential there. I just don't see, I don't really see us going anywhere, unless they're going to go into another flashback or something. Or unless Madara is revealing yet some other thing that's going to be there before they come back. I just don't, I think that's it. We're going to the battlefield. That's what it looks like to me. Alright, really do appreciate the comment. Good questions, though. Vetch the Badass. I always wanted to see what the third did in his prime to give him the title God of the Shinobi world. Those flashbacks would be awesome to me, as he is my favorite Hokage out of all of them, including the fifth. The slut. She's got. I have to. Let's just be honest. I think most people have. Well, I think the majority of people had kind of a negative, the fifth slut. I think they pretty much thought that about her. But after seeing what all's happened, I think probably most people have actually thought, considering all this stuff that's going on, that she actually did a pretty good job. I think that, and that's not, I mean, just, that's not even including the gambling and the drinking, but I guess maybe that all feeds into, but anyway, so I think that she's actually been good. I think I do. I think she's actually been good in some ways, and overall, you know, and then there's yeah, she's got some personal issues. Okay, but they're entertaining. See, that's the thing about it, is that, but even the bad stuff about her is highly entertaining. So anyway, okay, Veg the Badass continues on. I don't like the fact that Sasuke is in one chapter turned around, he seems to change his mind like a female changes clothes. I wish he would have at least killed the second village elders before. Ooh, that's it. The two village elders I know you're talking about. They have it coming, don't they? Before doing this, also, what can Hashirama do to Madara? Now he has all his abilities, and the third has the power of Prime or close to it. Okay, and the four Hokages have a chance, but he has a Renegon. But I don't think he'll become the Ten Tails host before they arrive. Though it doesn't. Well, we all realize at this point that it doesn't. Is there anybody out there that really thinks that Sasuke's turning really just kind of makes sense? I mean, to actually turn good, not just to... Because to me it was just like, okay, the world's going to blow up if Madara succeeds. That's basically what he said. And he's like, well, and then, okay. But anyway, I know I already went over this in the video, so I'll just move on, but that's pretty much what I'm seeing. But it is, seeing all these characters together, this is, the whole Ito thing, we all had issues, especially in the beginning, with a lot of the cheesy stuff that was done in the beginning of the war, but now we're like, holy cow, we're getting to see the entire pantheon of leaders and everything, right? You know, the whole Ito thing it's worth, like I said, this is cheese, I want more. This is fantastic. I'm loving every minute of it. Okay, it sounds like a song. And let's see, D from Dub. I think this was a truly great chapter. First of all, many thanks for Mr. Kishimoto for yanking some sense in Sasuke's character. Once again, though, talk jutsu. It saved us that final Naruto versus Sasuke fight that nobody wants to see. And now that Sasuke made his turn, the biggest sucker ever in the history of mangas is without any doubt Mr. I did this because of Rin Obito. He trolled all of us when the mask broke, but he's about to get trolled really bad in the next chapters. I can't wait to see Minato's face when he realizes who's the person that forced him to kill himself and his wife and screw his newborn son. I don't even think about Minato, Naruto, or Hashirama, Madara, etc. These reunions. I want to see Minato after Obito tells him why he did this mess. Don't forget that Obito is the keystone, because Madara could not do anything for decades. Obito kept this whole thing going by his own will because a girl died. Special mention for Karen and her Rihanna syndrome. That's still funny. I love it. Yeah. Great comment, Steve from Doug. Really do appreciate it. Keep the whole thing here. Staying in the same thing. Michael Gethman, Rihanna syndrome. That's funny. That is hilarious. Michael Gethman, I would like to see Sasuke kill Obito because Obito really deserves to be killed by a member of his own clan. Ooh. I like that. He is the Avenger. That would be interesting. That would be the... And you know what? I'm going to tell you what. Obito, okay, Toby, you could say that he had a fault in this whole thing the way it is, of getting his brother killed. Or I think Sasuke could twist that in his head to be the Avenger, because this guy did play a part in Itachi's death as far as being a part of, you know, the Akatsuki corrupting that and doing all this. I think it could twist it in his mind to do that. That would be pretty darn interesting. And of course, it would help of not generating more clan-on-clan hate, so it would be good there. But I really want to think more of that. The whole thing about him killing Obito. That's as much as I don't care. I like that the more I think about it. As far as who, that's a good question for everybody. Who would be good to kill Obito and why? I think that actually would work out pretty well. Like I say, I keep thinking of that more and more. That's really good stuff. And let's see. And the number 3 voted up comment, okay, which I didn't rank, which was Obito Uchiha himself at this last comment going grr. That was the number 3 voted up comment. All right, Michael Kathman again. The Inokages landing on top of their Kage heads was pretty cool to me. Now, hopefully, Kishi won't disappoint with the conclusion of the war. I hope that Kishi makes a conclusion. I really actually want to say something on this. Really, a good thing too. Conclusion of this war to make for the ages, like how Akira Toriyama did the Frieza Goku fight. I have faith in Kishimoto to pull this off. I can't wait for Madara and the Ten Tails versus the Kages and Sasuke's team. I didn't put Obito in there because I wanted Sasuke to kill him right away. What a great ride this man gives. Great review. Hey, I appreciate it. Okay. Now, I'm kind of losing my place here, but all right. This is something I mentioned before. I feel completely astounded. I feel extraordinarily confident in what I'm about to say, and I've said it before, that we are in a canon. We've been in canon filler. If that makes any sense. Okay, when he came back, okay, what was it? When the time skip, everything from the time skip till a few chapters ago, okay, not that many chapters ago, to me was basically filler for Kishimoto to stretch out Naruto. Okay, that's my opinion. I'm going to stand by that because it really looks. The more it's looked at, I think that's what happened. Everything. Have you noticed everything that's happening now since we've gotten to the flashback, since the first is back and everything, has been gold, pure freaking gold. And every time we're looking, and even the most minute, small stuff that we see in here has been really thought of. Okay, it's been thought through. It's just fantastic. I'm just saying, this gives me so much confidence that the rest of this series is going to be mind-blowing, because while he's been creating this filler, which was kind of goofy, okay, this canon filler, he's been perfecting his ideas on the actual story that I think that he had set up the whole time. So this ride gets better and better, doesn't it? I mean, even the small stuff like that's been mentioned, the whole thing at the end of the Kages on standing on their heads, and all the little small stuff that just it makes something that's fantastic just even more. It's just so awesome. But anyway, I'm just totally geeking out and enjoying it. But hey, that's what we're all here for. So, all right. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and make this the last of the videos right here. Okay. Main Event Mania. I like this video a lot. You're a good reviewer. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate all the positive energy. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Christian Garcia. Also, this chapter gave me a type of explanation on our daily life, our today's society. Excuse me, kind of messing this up. To think of one question to ask you. Since we know all the story about the Hokages and Sasuke and Naruto, we really don't know Chimuru's personal view of the leaf. What do you think it is and it's accomplished to control? I don't think he cares. He said I guess he wanted to destroy it at some time, but I don't think he sees that. Have you noticed that he doesn't care about the war? He doesn't care about whatever. I think he's still in his. He wants to live forever and learn all jutsus. I think that's really him. The problem with Orochimaru isn't that. It's that he's a cold-blooded, he's the whole thing with his assistant when he ditched her. Okay, before he ditched her, it was the rabbit. He's like, well, what if we had to, basically carve this rabbit up alive? If we could carve it up alive and find a jitsu or a secret, wouldn't that be worth doing? And she's like, no. And that's when he kicked her to the curb and put her into and said, you can do whatever you want with the girl. So that's the problem with Orochimaru, is he's just a soulless bastard. Okay, and I think that, and I realize it may not seem like an answer to your question, but I don't think he ever cared about the leaf. I think he thought the leaf was something he had to get rid of at some point. Now, for whatever reason, he doesn't, or indirectly doesn't care. I don't know. So I don't know if that really probably doesn't really answer your question, but unfortunately, that's the only kind of answer I actually have. Okay, and let's see. The last comment is going to be, whoa, I never thought of that. With all these extra powerful allies, I'm hoping Obito and Madara really have something up their sleeves, because this sounds all too easy. Now, this is a good last comment, because this does look all too easy, and as people have mentioned through here, you know, what else does, well, Ochimaru, of course, what kind of an ally is this guy? Okay, right, in the middle of the battle. That guy could, remember, he's like the third thing, the whole thing of him and maybe whatever Kabuto's doing, and he could throw this whole thing into a who knows where. And whatever Madara's got to have some extra plans out there. I think it's very possible. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. Okay, I've made these videos very long this week, and they're probably too long. But also, I have another video that I'm putting in, so we're gonna see it kind of, you know, instead of getting flooded with too many videos. All right, give me some feedback. If you like this, you don't like this, you want the videos to go back to around 8 minutes, which is probably a better time span anyhow. But wow, we spent a lot of time with this week, which is great because I love it. Trust me. I don't want to complain about my personal stuff. With that, this is an escape to me. It's enjoyable. People have to have hobbies, things they can do in order to, you know, just kind of to enjoy life. So that's what this is. All right, and I hope everybody does, and I really do appreciate everyone's work. Anybody can be an anime fan. This would be kind of nice. A thumbs up would be pretty cool. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.